Hi there, Victor Pross speaking to you, anarchist artist. Okay, a video blog of Barack Obama. And this is what I have to say about Barack Obama. Obama, he's good. He's real good. Real good. And what do I mean by that? Well, of course, Barack Obama, as we all know, is his big, lofty title is President of the United States of America. Which is to say that he's a politician, right? He's a politician. And he's a good politician. Yeah, he's a good politician. Now, you might be saying, what the hell are you talking about, Victor? You're an anarchist. Well, let me explain what I mean by that. But first, a few preliminary remarks. Okay, he's a politician. Okay, now, which means that that involves government and the state and so forth, naturally. And we have to understand, of course, you know, as I've done in some other video blogs about differentiating government from the state. They're indivisible concepts, and but the state is a constant. There's all different types of governments. There's plutocracies. There's monarchies. There's socialism. There's communist governments. There's theocracies, etc. You get the ideas. Democracies, theocracies, fascist governments, socialist governments, all different types of governments. And how people come to power even differentiates. This is the differentia. People can be, you have an electoral process in which a two-party system in which one party becomes elected, or we have coups, or beer hall pushes, and dictatorships, violent overthrows, and what have you. Okay, one party, one man rule, dictatorships, all different types of governments. And governments have come and gone, you know, like morning mists. There's governments that have been lost in history. There's they come and go, you know, and there's in terms, when I say come and go, in terms of like the people who are at the head of any given government, they come and go. And maybe there's some forms of governments that I haven't covered, you know, in this video blog, but all different types of governments. But the state is a constant. A state is the genus concept of which all governments operate within. And of course, the state is it's an all-encompassing concept which encapsulates all these different types of governments. And the state is basically just a small handful of people who have arrogated to themselves the exclusive monopoly on the initiation of force. Okay, that is a very basic general definition of the state, of which all different types of governments can operate within that paradigm. Okay, so that's very important. So you just have to clear your mind from this mystical bullshit about like yeah, you know, dictatorships are bad, you know, we need a democracy, you know, democracy is good. No, democracy's not good, because it is a differential construct which is operating within the state. The state is the institutionalization of force, of violence. It's inherently evil. It's inherently evil. That's the anarchist position. Now, what do I mean when I say that Barack Obama is good, is a good politician? Well, what I mean is that since I'm describing the state as inherently evil, I would pretty much describe that the people who operate within that, who the upper echelons, are evil too. And it's really important to understand, you know, to kind of broaden the scope of this definition, this idea of evil. I mean, we all have divergent ideas of what evil can be. Some people try to project that in an anthropomorphic anthropomorphized way into mystical make-believe beings like Satan, and other people have it more to, you know, serial killers and just, you know, very nasty people, you know. And we like, you know, as a culture, we like our evil to be quickly identifiable, you know, to have a scar on the cheek, or to be saving body parts into a fridge and things like that. I mean, we're kind of the Jeffrey Dahmer types, you know, or the Clifford Olsons and things like that. People who are just completely downtrodden, ugly, beastly kind of people, have towels wrapped around their heads. You know, you know, those are the bad people, the fanaticism. You know, of course, you know, like religious fanatics, Christians or Muslims or whatever. Yeah, they're crazy, messed up people, serial killers. Yeah, but that's the point is that we want to, you know, we have to have it like an identifiable caricature way, you know. Oh, there's evil, has a scar on his face and has a patch over one eye and has a big long twirly mustache, you know. It's like all these caricatures, right? But evil, I submit, you know, comes in many guises. People who are evil, megalomaniacal, conniving, manipulative, can be very charming. Ted Bundy was such a case, wasn't he? You know, after all, let's not forget that. They can be glib. They can have whiter than white, toothy smiles. They can be intelligent, you know, relatively and speaking. They can be well dressed. They can not be down and outers necessarily. They can have high positions of power, such as being the President of the United States. And yeah, so, but in order to bamboozle people, to trick people, to manipulate them, to control them, if you have somebody who's very intelligent and operating within a paradigm that's worshipped as an absolute necessary, a necessary evil. Oh God, man! Even our language gives us away. You know, it's like we can't completely bullshit ourselves, right? It's absolutely amazing how much language gives us away. You know, we've been sold on this idea that we need a state. Yeah, it's necessary, but we realize that it's evil. You know, so necessary evil. But the state is a magnet for evil people. The state is a magnet for evil people. And the type of people that it's attracted has usually been the more glib and intelligent types. You know, people who want to have great massive control, violent control over other human beings are attracted to this thing called the state. And some of them do a pretty goddamn good job. You know, I'm telling you how they attract people. You know, the banners and the flags and the confetti and the cheers and the anthems and all of that. And you know, I remember when looking upon the day when Barrack Obama was elected and all the euphoria that was around it, the religious aura about it. You know, I thought, man, Barack Obama, man. You're good. Pop goes the culture.